One of my old broadcasting professors used to explain to us, be patient. It sometimes takes as much as a 60-to-1 ratio for broadcast quality material. Meaning, it would take 60 seconds for 1 second of runtime, or if you do the math, 60 minutes for 1 minute of good quality product to go on the air. Now, if you think about the fact that we have to produce worship every week, that's a lot of time shooting and that's a lot of time recording to get something usable. Why do you have to shoot so much to get a small amount of time? Because a lot of the time, you got to edit and you got to add the captions, you got to add all the little intros and outros, but also, a lot of times what is shot does not come out so well. Over the past few days, I've been cleaning off the hard drive to get ready for the next year, backing everything up, and I found some of the times that it didn't quite go the way I hoped or planned, and thought I'd share them with you for some fun and some kind of like just exhaling at the end of the year. So here's some of the fun I had making worship happen this year. Just hit record. I can edit as much. Am I recording?
Yes.
Okay. Color and make part of our children's time later. Make for part of our children. Screw up. Just leave it rolling. Just leave it rolling. I'll let. Good morning, Jonah. Stop singing. Jonah, you be quiet while I record. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good night. Whatever time you choose to join us, we are glad that you come together.
Cut.
For April 19th. 2020. Also, what happened there? Why did it suddenly turn?
I don't know. It just I was just recording and all of a sudden it just went down.
It helps if I record it. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time you come to join. And good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time it is you choose to join us in worship with Central Presbyterian. Daggone it. You think after the weeks I've been doing this, I'd have the spiel down by now. Oh, goodness. This is worship for for April. Mother of goodness. March seems like it's going on forever, but it's still not going on. We've actually made it to April, but even that's going on, and I'm losing my mind. Let's start over. This is worship for the 5th Sunday of Easter. Mouth not working. Tongue doesn't look that great either. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time. Night? What is happening to my voice today? Why am I turning into Shaggy the further this goes along? I'm going through second puberty, 47 years old. This is worship for May 17th. It is 17th, right? 17th? Yes. Yes. Right? Yes, 17th. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time it is you've chosen to join us. We're glad you have chosen to join us. And why did it do that? Why did it pitch in some weird way? And boy, doesn't my hair look full and luxurious. Oh boy. Again. We have a special guest to be our present. Let's try this again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time it is you choose to join us. We're glad you chose to. Did I try again? Because I got tripping over my tongue.
From a solid bad timing.
Hey, that's how you're going to lose it. If you want electronics in the afternoon, you behave for the next few minutes while we do this. You haven't lost anything now, but if you keep acting like this, you will. You understand? Okay. They used palms. It was part of the prophecy, but the large reason they used palms when Jesus entered Jerusalem. All right, that's it. You lost electronics.
Where is heaven?
Well, it's up. It's up. That's the best way to think of it. It's something. It's another place. It's where God has prepared a place.
Bigger and out of space?
Okay, stop. You have derailed this completely. Let's start all over again, without so many derailing questions. Come back here.
Take two.
Come back. People to care for.
I want to sit down.
you want to sit down, we'll sit down just a second. We'll sit down just a second. You gonna sit in the grass? Okay, you sit down in the grass. Well, but we can't just sit. We gotta do things. We gotta take care of stuff. There's things that Jesus is gonna want us to do. Okay, don't fight. But, so, daggone it. Start over. Jonah, sit up. Jonah, sit up. Come on, I need you just to get through this. But it does raise an interesting point. Is there stuff about God we don't know? When breaks something of ours or says something mean, it's not always easy to immediately forgive them. And Peter was asking, sit up, Peter was asking, how many times did he have to forgive somebody if they did? And Jesus said 70 times 7, or 770 in the case of the reading we have today. And that's a lot of forgiving, isn't it? That's a lot of times he gave such a high number.
Because I'm
Not holding a grudge, so that we can clear the air between us. Okay. What if, come up here, I promised you each a cookie for doing your chores, and then Jonah, I decided what's fair in the world, right? We decide we have certain things we want to be fair. But we have a pair of workers to work in his vineyard. And he had some people who he called at early in the morning to go out and work and sent them out in the field. Guys, I need you to quiet down just a little bit more. Guys, you've got to be more quiet. Guys, turn the volume down. I can hear you very clearly, which means my microphone can. Okay? You're getting progressively louder the longer you go. Whisper a little bit. I'm almost done. Okay? I love you, but whisper. Get out of here. You get.
stay loud.
Oh, no, I'm being mauled. Time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. May the words from my mouth and the word read this day be the word truly wish to be proclaimed. And do some creative stuff. Going back here to walk into the shot. There's nobody to put water down here. What's up with that? Verses 42 through 47. Hear now the word. Oh, I forgot to put a little prayer at the start. I'm getting a little tired of doing this. A little tired. Let's do it again. Let's back up. Start over. We can. Whew. And you know the place to... And you know the way to the place where I am going. If you know me, you will know my Father. From now... Our first scripture of the morning... today. Back up. I hope that that's not too crooked. By raising him from the dead. Let's do it again so I don't talk like, Shaggy at the end. Yet do it with the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. Once for all, the righteousness for the... Why? Why is the mouth not working today? Because I'm exhausted, that's why. Our first text for the morning comes from the bed for today. For today, let's say today. Instead of morning, because like I always say, they can watch morning, afternoon, evening, good night. Our text for this morning, I'll start over today. So I write these things. He put before them another parable. The kingdom of heaven, let's start that over where I say who it is who said it, because obviously they would think it's Jesus, but let's be specific that it's Jesus. And now, am I recording? Is that recording, or is that just sitting there? This service is going to be the end of me. Oh, I tell you, nothing quite inspires you to read quick like a pine needle poking in your butt. Name of the one who has redeemed us, the one who has proclaimed us to be, And I screwed all of that up and that bounced all over the place. So let's back that up and start that all over again, shall we? Let's do that. Setting aside for the time when we are gathered back together. That sounded awful. I'm backing up. As we work to make an accounting for the hope that is in us, let us make certain that that camera is not crooked into the side, so it looks like I'm leaning off to the side of the screen. Fix them. Members of session worked hard yesterday. Well, that Wednesday. Say Wednesday instead of yesterday. And you will come on your way out and you will place your offering in the plate to be received. I totally blanked. Back up. The first carol echoes these hopes. Let's try this. The beloved carol, Away in a Manger, depicts the scene of the birth of Jesus in the stable, surrounded by all the poo. Just throwing the script, just throwing it. A whole Christmas story with poignant lyrics. Through long ages. Through the long ages. Ages. Why do I keep saying ages? It's not ages, it's ages. Whew. I realize up until this point, my hands have been bolted to my knees. I hope it doesn't look too Max Headroom-ish. In the days of Herod the king, behold, wise men came from the east. Wise men from Pum. It says for Pum. It says for Pum. And I read for Pum. I'm tired. All right. As we read scripture, Jesus taught, made miracles of men, made disciples, made miracles of men. I made a miracle of a man. Woo. Christmas, we celebrate the birth of Jesus. And as we read in creature, Jesus taught, as we read in scripture, at Christmas, we celebrate the birth of Jesus. And as we read in scripture, we are taught that Jesus, oh goodness. May we be ready to push through all the noise of our world, even if it comes from a leaf blower. And do so in the name of God who created you, Christ redeemed you, and the Spirit that sustains you. This day and forevermore, stay in peace. We really don't know how much longer we're going to have to go on this online worship model into the new year. But we'll keep doing it. We'll keep making worship. And I'll keep finding ways to laugh at myself when the hours grow long. God bless you. Take care.